What's up, Sports Wars? It's Jeremy coming to you with another video, and today we have some big breaking news in the NFL. Finally, some sports news. We're not talking about politics. We're actually talking about sports. We actually can debate on if this is a good move or not. Cam Newton, former NFL MVP, former Heisman Trophy winner out of Auburn, has now signed a one-year contract with the New England Patriots. This is huge news for a lot of reasons. Obviously, I don't have to tell you exactly why it's huge news because we've got Tom Brady, who left New England, and now he's in Tampa Bay, and Rob Gronkowski followed him, came out of retirement, followed Tom Brady to Tampa Bay. They seem to have a legitimate super team in the works in Tampa. So the big question has been, what's New England going to do? Is Jarrett Stidham going to be the next Tom Brady? Is that going to be Belichick's guy? I don't think anyone that's been paying attention really believed that, but that has been what the media has been talking about. And now we have Cam Newton, who has had some rough issues in the last few years with injuries, and things just didn't fall into place the last few years for him in Carolina. Obviously, he won the MVP several years ago. Coming out of Auburn, he was the #1 pick. And I think Cam Newton is extremely talented. I think Cam Newton has talent that we rarely have seen from the quarterback position, if ever, with his size, with his strength, with his maneuverability. But ultimately, Cam Newton, his physical presence has never really been a question. It's his leadership. It's his commitment. You know, I'm an Alabama fan, so I watched Cam Newton play in college. I watched that Heisman Trophy season that he had, and it's probably the greatest single individual season I've ever seen from a college football player. I mean, it was incredible. I know Joe Burrow just came off a great season as well, but Cam Newton put that team on his back, literally, and carried them to the NCAA championship. I watched that game against Alabama where we were up nearly by 4 touchdowns at halftime. And yeah, there were some circumstances that happened during the game, but you always have to have circumstances for a team to come back, and Cam Newton made it happen. And Cam was just incredible that year. He's got the talent. There's never been a question. So now the big thing is Belichick going to, because the whole thing has always been Belichick makes quarterbacks, which I've never bought into that. I have never once bought into this whole Belichick makes quarterbacks and he made Tom Brady. I've never bought into that 1 second. If you go back and look at Belichick before Tom Brady got there, he had an all-pro quarterback in Drew Bledsoe, and they did absolutely nothing. So I've never believed that Belichick made Brady. I believed that Brady made Belichick. And that's not to say that Belichick's not a great coach, because he clearly is a great coach. He's clearly one of the greatest coaches of all time. But in the NFL, you have to have that cornerstone quarterback to build around, and that's what Tom Brady was for all of those years. With that said, this is a great move for New England in theory. Now, is Cam Newton going to be the type of guy to buy into the Patriot way? I mean, I think he'll get in there at first, and I think if they can see some early success, if he is going to be the starter, which we would assume he will be the starter, if he is the starter and they see early success, then I could see Cam Newton buying into that Patriot way. But if they struggle early, Cam Newton has shown time and time again that the moment he struggles, the moment he's not a front runner, that's when he really starts struggling. And that is where a leader like Tom Brady always kept the team focused. And that is why Tom Brady was so important to that, because even when things were down, Tom Brady would be the leader. And that's what he's going to bring to Tampa. But will Cam Newton be that type of guy? It will be interesting to see. You know, New England did not have a good offense last year. They had a pathetic offense. So they've got to make a lot more moves to get Cam Newton surrounded by some top-tier talent. But overall, regardless of if this will work out or won't work out, it's interesting. It's good discussion for sports. It's something we need more of. I hope the season happens. I need this season to happen. And this entire scenario with Brady going to Tampa Bay, with now Cam Newton, a former NFL MVP, going to New England to play under Belichick after Brady leaves, we will definitively get the questions answered. Was it Brady or was it Belichick? We're going to get that answered if we get an NFL season. So you guys let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Appreciate you being here. If you have not gone over to geeksandgamers.com, make an account. We do have forums over there, and we do have a sports forum. So we would appreciate it if you guys hop over there, join in the discussions. There's not a lot of sports discussion going on yet, but the more of you that can make your way over there, you can populate those forums, and it's really cool to see all of that going on. Other than that, thank you very much for checking out this video, and we will talk to you later.